Hello students, let's continue our exercise 3B. We have completed till question number 3. Today we are going to start our question number 4. Find the square root of each of the following number by the prime factorization method. So the first question is 484. First of all, do a prime factorization of 484. How to do a prime factorization? You have already studied in your earlier classes. First of all, divide it by 2. Why? Because this 484 can be completely divisible by 2. So when you will divide it by 2, you will get here 2, 4 and again 2. Now again divided by 2 because it can be divisible by 2. Now here you will get 1, 2 and 1. Now this 1, 2, 1 can be divisible by 11. So write here 11 and divided by 11. So again you will get 11. Now again divided 11 you will get 1. So this is the prime factorization method. Clear? So 484 can be written as 2 into 2 into 11 into 11. Okay. So you need to find out a square root. Square root means suppose like that only under root 484. Okay. This can be written as under root 2 into 2 into 11 into 11. Now start making a pair. This is one pair. This is another pair. From each pair write the digit only one times. That means this is a one pair. From this 2 into 2 write from the under root you write only one time 2. This is the one pair, this is the another pair. From the one pair means 2 into 2, only 1 2 will go outside from the square root means 2 again into from this write one time only 11. Okay, 2 into 11 means 22. So this is the square root of 484 by prime factorization method. I hope you understood. This is not very difficult one. Next is 2025. When you will do it a prime factorization, you will get this 5 into 5 into 9 into 9. Okay, so start making a pair. This is a one pair, this is another pair. From each of the pair you need to write only one time a number. Means from this pair 5 into 5 write only one time 5. Why? Because it is a square root. It is a square root. That's why we are making a pair of two digits, and when we are taking out the digits from the square root we are writing the digit only one times. Okay, so from this pair write only one times 5, and from this pair 9 into 9 write one times only 9. So this multiply will give you 45. This is your answer. Next question 2401. When you will factorize it you will get this. When you will start making the pair you will get this is as one pair, this is as one pair. From this pair you write only one time 7, then after that multiply. From this pair write only one time 7, their multiply will give you 49. This is your answer. Next question is 1 whole 184 upon 441. First of all, it is given in the mixed fraction, so convert it into a simple fraction. When you will convert it, you need to multiply 1 into 441. You will get 441 only, then add it 184. You will get 625. Clear? 625 in the numerator and the denominator will be same. So 625 upon 441. So first of all do a prime factorization of the numerator and then the denominator. When you will factorize this numerator you will get 25 into 25. This can also be written as 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. Okay, this can also be written as na. So when you will start making the pair, when you will start making a pair, from this you write one time 5 and this you write one time 5, again you will get 25 only. It is up to you if you want to divide this 625 from the 5 time 4. This is also correct. Suppose this is a prime factorization. If you are well known that it can be easily divisible by 24, so you can directly take 25. But if you are not knowing, so first of all you divide it by 5. Okay, when you will divide it by 5 you will get this. Again you divide it 5. This is also correct. Or If you are known that it can be easily divisible by 25, you can directly take 25. Both are correct. Your method should be correct, then you will get the same answer. So when you will factorize 625, you will get 25 into 25. When you will factorize 441, you will get 21 into 21. Now start making the pair. This is the one pair, this is the another pair. So from the numerator only one pair, and in the denominator only one pair. So from the numerator you write 1 time for 25, and from the denominator you write just 1 time 21, and this is your answer. 25 by 21 is your answer. Now the next question is 0.0576. No need to worry about this decimal. First of all, you just remove the decimal. After how many digits the decimal is 1 2 3 4? Okay, so write 5 7 6 and divide by, write 1 and 1 2 3 4 times 0. Why? Because here the decimal is from 1 2 3 4th. On the fourth, after the fourth place the decimal is put, so you just divide by 1 and write 4 zeros. Now you just easily factorize the numerator and then the denominator. When you will factorize 576, you will get 24 into 24. Okay, and this can easily be factorized. This will give you 10 into 10 into 10, and again one more 10. Clear? Now here you can make the pair. This is the one pair, and this is the one pair in the denominator, and this is the another pair in the denominator. In the numerator 24 into 24 will make one pair. So from this you write only 1 times 24, and from here you will get, this is as one pair, this is as another pair. 10 into 10, this will give you 100. This is in your denominator. Now again 24 by 100, when you will divide it you will get 0.24. You can directly write also here. In the denominator 2 zeros are there, so in the numerator after the 2 digits you put a decimal. This is 1 2, this is the 2 digits, so write here a decimal. Suppose you are having a number 24 upon 3 times 0. Clear? Means after the 3 digits you put a decimal, but how many digits are there in the numerator? Only 2 digits, so you just write a 0. Now 1 2 3, put here a decimal, means 0.024. Clear? But here 24 upon 100 is there, so 0.24 will be your answer. This was your question number 4. Question number 5. Find the smallest whole number for which each of the following numbers by which it should be multiplied so as to get a perfect square number. First of all, you need to do a prime factorization in this question also. So the first question is 768. Clear? When you will factorize it, you will get this. Okay. Now start making the pair. This is the one pair. This is another pair. This is one pair. This is the one pair. 3 and 3 together is a one pair. 5 is alone here. Okay. Suppose in this prime factorizations, if you were having one more 5, then this will become a perfect square because all digits are having their pair. But in this 7 6 8, 5 is alone. No pair is there for the 5. So you need to multiply it by one more 5 to convert it into a square, perfect square. Here should be 5. Okay, here should be 5. That means you need to multiply it by a 5 to make 768 a perfect square. Please correct it here. Here should be a 5. Next is 2880. This is your prime factorization. Now start making pair. This is the one pair, another pair, this is one more pair. Here if you have one more 3, this will become a perfect square. Suppose the prime factorization was like that only, then you will get the pair of 3. But here only one 3 is there, so you need to multiply it by 3. This is, there should be 3. Okay, and there should be 5. Please correct it in your copy. Now the next question is 1331. So the prime factorization is 11 into 11 into 11. So this is the one pair and here 11 is alone. If you were have one more 11, this will become a perfect square, but you are not having one more 11, so you need to multiply it by 11. This was your question number 5. Now question number 6. In the previous question, in that question you need to do a multiply. In the question number 6, you need to do a divide. Means you need to eliminate the digit. Divide means you need to eliminate the extra digit. Question number 6 is find the smallest whole number for each of the following numbers by which it should be divided so as to get a perfect square number. You need to divide so as to get a perfect square number. So the A question is 3125. When you will factorize it, you will get this. Okay. So this is the one pair, this is the one pair. Here, suppose your question was also like that only, that which from which it should be multiplied to get a perfect square number. So there will be multiply by 5. Okay, but it is asking a divide. So for making it a perfect square, if you eliminate this 5, this will become a perfect square because they are having their pair. 5 is not having the pair, so you just eliminate the 5. When you will eliminate it, it will become a perfect square. That means you need to divide it by 5. Next question 1008. This is your prime factorization. So start making the pair. This is one pair, this is the one pair, this is the one pair. Now here 7 is alone. 7 is not having the any pair. So either you multiply it by 7 or just eliminate it. So in our question it is asking to divide. So you just eliminate the 7. Means divide by 7. When you will divide this by 7, this 7 will be cancelled and this will become a perfect square. That means in this question we need to divide it by 7. Next is 2925. Here it is a prime factorization. So 15 into 15 is the one pair, 13 is alone. So either you multiply by 13 or just divide by 13 to make a perfect square. So this question is of divide. So when you will divide it by 13, this 13 and 13 will be cancelled and this will become a perfect square. So this was your question number 6. Your exercise 3B is completed till question number 6. Few more questions are there. Tomorrow we will complete this exercise, but you just solve all the remaining questions. We have completed till our chapter 3 and exercise 3B, but if you are not solving the questions, you will not able to understand it. So solve the remaining questions. Thank you.